All right, welcome into Blue Collar Fantasy Football. I'm Ryan Turnwall. He's Dustin Spiricole. What do you say?
Let's get it cracking. All right, guys. Today we are going to go over where are they now. So we got some feedback from some people, and they were like, "We don't even know." Getting ready to go back into our redraft drafts. All these moves. I mean, there's been a ton of movement
Absolutely.
between free agents, trades, all the above. People just have changed. I mean, today we're going to go over running backs. And I was over at my parents' house, and my mom plays fantasy football with us, and I was like, "Where's Saquon at?" And she's like, "I don't. New York?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, you gotta get prepped. You gotta get ready for the season."
Yeah, a lot of people who don't look at it every day don't.
Yeah, people aren't obsessed.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah. Getting the updates.
Yeah,
and texting your friend immediately.
Yeah, you only know your team, which that's normal.
How does this impact this team?
Exactly.
No. So we're gonna start it off. I'm gonna start us off today. Kind of starting with the heavy hitters, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
I had a way funner time researching this than I think you did.
No, I found some goodies. I found some good nuggets.
It's weird. It's like sometimes it's easier to get hyped over like the lower tier guys that could do it.
I would agree.
Versus the guys that got relocated.
Yeah.
And are just like, he's just going to do it there too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also going to do it there because he did it there. And it's like the same situation. We're going to go over a couple of those guys today.
Yeah, guess what? He still scores 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's still Derrick. He's still Derrick Henry. Yeah. He's just in Poiple now.
Yep.
He's the same guy. So, all right, guys, start us off. I got Saquon Barkley, 27-year-old running back. He is now a Philadelphia Eagle. No longer on a deserted island with the New York Giants.
Just on the rival team.
That's one thing I noticed. A lot of this were in division.
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
Just an observation. A lot of them, it's like they moved down the road.
And just a few moved NFC to AFC. Most of them are on my list, I believe.
I think so.
Or vice versa.
I think so. Saquon Barkley, 27 years old. He did get a 3-year deal up to $47 million. So they did sign him to a longer.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal. Sign him to a longer one, so it's not a 1-year rental, or they're investing in him for the foreseeable future.
Did you say 3 years?
Yeah, 3.
So 2, probably.
Well, yeah, contracts don't mean nothing.
Yeah, contracts
in the NFL.
Are crazy.
Yeah, contracts don't mean nothing in the NFL.
But he's locked in for this year, guaranteed.
Saquon's still Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going to produce. He's still elite. He's still going to be super elite over there. The biggest advantage that I notated was that he's taking a huge step forward as far as the offense overall and that offensive line. Yeah. The team's not on his back anymore. He can actually be that feature back, and they're not just, I couldn't even imagine how sweet it was seeing you were playing the New York Giants on your schedule, and you're like, sweet, so we're playing us versus Saquon.
Yeah.
Especially last year with, their quarterback situation, which everyone's quarterback situation, but that's the biggest, that's a really big one. The only downside for him going to the Eagles is, of course, Jalen Hurts and his rushing abilities.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do think that he is not going to have the Miles Sanders, the DeAndre Swift, where they all go down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
I don't know what is at the 2-yard line, but the 1-yard line is dastardly, and no running back can get past it apparently, except for Jalen Hurts.
An invisible wall.
It is. Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts has got to pick like a shovel.
Yeah.
He's putting potholes at the 2-yard line so that he can do tush push in there. But I think that's gonna be a huge advantage because it was. Even DeAndre Swift, he did put up a really good year last year, but he only had, top of my head, not fact checking, like 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, and it
was all just yardage production.
I think maybe 1 or 2 from the 10-yard line in.
Yeah, no, they would get him there, and then Jalen Hurts would finish it.
Yeah, I don't know how many games I saw where, Swift ran the ball down all the way down the field.
No, to the 1-yard line.
And all of a sudden it's like,
It was
tush
nuts.
push.
It was nuts. I mean, like I said, I don't know what's at the 2-yard line, but
And I don't expect the tush push to end just because Kelsey's gone.
no,
way.
there's no way. It just might not be the tush push. It'll be a quarterback sneak.
Yeah,
That's going to be,
Fair
that will
enough.
be the change. No matter what rule comes, whatever happens, it's just going to be a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
It's the same dang thing.
Yep.
So he did finish at RB16 last year. I do expect him to finish much higher than that this year. Not much. I mean, there's not that much room to go up, but
Right.
he's going to be an RB1. I mean, I'm seeing him in the top 10 all over the place in rankings and consensus rankings. Actually, Fantasy Pros consensus rankings does have him at RB6 for
Wow.
PPR projected right now.
That's up there.
I mean, sky's the limit if he can finish those drives. If he gets the goal line work,
Yeah.
there's no. It seems super reasonable to me.
Is there any chance you think that Jalen Hurts checks down a little more to Saquon? He's a little more trusted than Swift back there.
I think it'll be the same.
Think it'll be.
I think the
same?
check down will be the same. I think there will be more. They will lean a little bit heavier on the runs.
Mhm.
Having Saquon, I mean, they're paying him to be there.
Yeah.
You know, even versus Swift last year, which they also paid to be there. But
Mhm.
you got Saquon now. They went out and made the moves. They made them early too.
Yeah. Well,
Early in free agency.
And it'll be interesting to see who or how the offensive coordinator change to Kellen Moore affects this offense.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be very pass heavy, but it could open up a lot of big gaps for Saquon once you pass, all of a sudden.
Well, yeah,
Saquon busts off back to old Saquon, prime Saquon, where he busts off a 40-yarder.
Well, and they're not just hyper focusing on Saquon.
Yeah, no, that's going to be huge for him.
Everyone
It really
else,
is.
they got Goddard,
Yeah.
they got Devonta Smith, and AJ Brown.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
So Saquon's going to fake this way, Jalen Hurts going to fake this way. That's going to
Yeah.
You get one guy not looking at Saquon, he's going to have a better year than last year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, yeah, for
That's
sure.
That's an easy one.
Less stack boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next up, we got Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry went from the Tennessee Titans. He is now a Baltimore Raven.
It's wild.
It is crazy.
It makes the most sense.
It does.
It's so fitting, but it's still wild.
This is what I was talking about, where there's like Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to Derrick Henry in Baltimore. It's run first offense. Lamar. I mean, it's a very similar situation I see to Philly. To the Saquon situation.
Yeah.
It's going to be run first. They have some weapons. Rushing quarterback. He did get a 2-year deal versus Saquon's 3-year deal.
Makes sense, though, age-wise.
Yeah. No, that is actually a great point. And then the Ravens, the nice thing about the Ravens is that they do give their running back the goal line opportunities.
Oh, guaranteed.
He is going to be a touchdown monster this year. Last year they had Gus Edwards, and he was putting up,
he had 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Breaking pay grade on pay dirt.
Gus Edwards is shocking to see 13 touchdowns next to his name.
It's a system.
It is. It's a system.
It has been the system. It's going to continue to be the system, and now they have a monster back there to do it.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I agree.
It's an easy one. I think he's a smash. He did finish. So even last year, like I didn't have him anywhere because I was afraid of a fall off.
Same here.
Going into the season, it's the same story. He is an older running back. He is 30 years old.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. Wow.
Or currently.
That's crazy.
Currently 30 years old as a running back. That is up there as far as running backs go.
Past the cliff.
Well, typically you see that about 27. 27, you start to see that. However, Derrick Henry is obviously an anomaly. He has been, and he could very well continue to be. I mean, he did, even with last year, he didn't feel like, he wasn't crazy production. He was just steady. Steady as it goes all season, and finished in PPR leagues as RB10.
Wow.
Last year.
In PPR, it's
in PPR.
It's surprising, but he is just that dominant. He's the king for a reason.
He's the king, and these last couple of years, he has been catching those dump offs too.
Yeah, he's getting a little more pass work,
which we'll see if that translates over in Baltimore.
Yeah,
I don't foresee it being a big part of it, which it never was, but
But really in the receiving game, all they did was lose Odell, and I mean
And they did draft a rookie,
Devontae Devontae Walker,
late round rookie, wide receiver.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting see how it all plays out. I definitely expect it to be run heavy.
It'll be run heavy, and they're going to get down there. And in theory, I'm sure they're like, well, we're going to be able to keep Lamar Jackson from putting his head down and bashing it into the end zone.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, there's no reason that they wouldn't hand it off to Henry in the end zone, and they will. They will. Consensus ranking right now, he is projected as RB12. So they're projecting it two. So consensus ranking is projecting to fall 2 spots.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Like I'm saying, it's a better functioning offense, run first offense. Like he came from just a better functioning offense.
Yeah,
tried and true.
For sure.
Same Derrick Henry's just in purple.
Yep.
All right, our next mover, Aaron Jones.
Oh,
Aaron Jones is no longer a Packer.
Hurts my heart.
I was surprised when this was on my list. I figured you had some, a box of tissue. You wanted to talk about it.
That's the thing. If I don't know if I can make it through this if I was talking.
Dude,
my boy.
Well, and it's funny because the Packers created a team full of, movers and do a total brain fart. Playmakers.
Oh yeah,
they have a team full of playmakers,
and they got rid of
the OG playmaker.
Yeah,
it's kind of a funny transition there.
It is. It's weird.
It is weird. So he did go to the Minnesota Vikings. He has a 1-year, $7 million contract.
Prove it.
It's a prove it year.
Prove you still got it.
Prove it year. He is backed there by Ty Chandler, who was getting pumped up by the Vikings heavily
towards the end of the season. I mean, he made some. He kept me going. He got me into the playoffs in a couple leagues.
Yeah.
I mean,
when he got back, I mean, I was trying to buy him on the cheap all year.
Yeah.
All year I was trying to buy him on the cheap. No one bit, but still Aaron Jones.
Oh yeah,
still Aaron Jones. It's hard to do. He will get the large majority of that workload. I do see it as he'll probably lose third downs to Ty Chandler.
Yeah.
I bet he loses a lot of passing plays.
I kind of disagree with you just because Aaron Jones is a very good pass catcher. I don't know how many targets Ty Chandler even saw.
I just think in pass blocking. And I don't think Minnesota's hyped on their offensive line year over year.
Oof, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? I think they're going to have pass blockers in there.
That is a very good point.
And they have a rookie quarterback. I think he's going to need all the time in the world.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? That's kind of where I was coming from, was he's going to need the time. He's learning the system. He's getting his feet wet.
Yeah.
I do think he'll lose a lot of those. I mean, he'll still be on routes, obviously, but I think the team needs are going to be pass blocking.
That's true.
This year.
Yeah, and he could stay back in protection a lot. I could see that a lot. Because he is savvy with that pass blocking. I mean,
well, and we'll see, because when I was doing doing research on this, they are still projecting Sam Darnold to be the starter.
Really?
Yep, Sam Darnold is still projected to be the starter. As of right now, we'll see what the offseason hype does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from what I was seeing, there was a couple quotes, them coming out saying, we're not afraid of letting JJ McCarthy sit back and learn and take a year to develop.
It's the best way.
It makes sense.
Okay, coming from a Packers fan, I'm a little spoiled, but I think it's the best way. Let him sit, let him learn the game.
Well, I feel like if they have Sam Darnold, I think Sam Darnold is serviceable with all those weapons.
Yeah.
And then what's the alternative? You throw McCarthy out there if he's not showing, elite potential or, super, super thorough understanding of their system.
Yeah.
So you put him out there, and this league has become such a, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
100%.
okay, so you put him out there, you do what you did to Mac Jones.
Oof.
You go out there and he stumbles for a couple games, and then the fan base turns on him. It's confidence is gone. You got to get it back. I'm not opposed to it, but that is what they're projecting right now.
Nice.
Is that, and even with Sam Darnold, though, I think it's going to be dump offs to Aaron Jones constantly.
Sam Darnold's like 20 years old too.
Yeah, no kidding. He is younger than you think he is.
Yeah, I think he's like 24 right now
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
so.
It's crazy. He came in as a little baby boy
He did.
for sure.
Like we went over, he was hurt for most of the season last year. He did underperform based off where he was going in drafts.
Yeah.
But when you don't play, you're not going to put up any fantasy points. He did finish at RB41. He did play on only 11 games.
He started so good.
He did.
Oh.
I think he came back and got hurt. So even though he played in 11 games, I don't think he finished.
I don't think he was healthy till the playoffs.
I don't think he finished in a
NFL
few of
playoffs.
those. Yeah, I don't think he played in a few of those games. Thinking back on it, looking at my notes.
Yeah.
Consensus rank for this upcoming season for PPR, they have him RB18. So super clean RB2 with a ton of upside.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a playmaker. Don't get me wrong. He's a playmaker. He will break those tackles, and you will see him highlight reeling into the end zone.
Yeah.
On a breakaway.
Guaranteed. Probably a couple on the Packers, too. We're just being honest.
Yeah. No
it's
kidding.
Gonna hurt. Hope they play the Cowboys, though.
Another in division. That's what I was saying. It's weird.
Yeah.
Normally it's a no-no.
It is.
Like, I don't want to see you on my schedule twice a year.
No.
We don't want to keep you either.
Well, a lot of Packers do go to the Vikings, oddly enough. But
That is weird.
there's a trend.
There is. All right. Next up, we got DeAndre Swift.
Swifty.
So Saquon took DeAndre Swift's job. Now DeAndre Swift is in Chicago. He's a Chicago Bear. 25 years old. He was signed to another 3-year deal for $24 million. $24 million. This is projecting to be a high-flying offense.
It is.
Tons and tons and tons of weapons. Based on what they paid him, he, in my eyes, is clearly the starter day one. I think he will have a majority of that backfield again. He does have a couple. He's got Roshan Johnson, and I think
Herbert's still there.
Yep, thank you, Lil Herbert, which are both serviceable running backs.
Oh yeah.
But I think after DeAndre Swift's production that he put up with the Eagles as the bell cow, getting majority of the touches, I don't see that going back to the Detroit Lions DeAndre Swift.
No.
At all.
No. I think he established that he can pound the rock. He's not just a gadget, third and long guy that you have a play for.
No.
No,
he's not going to be a gadget running back.
No.
Well, and then with just following trends, following the trends of the Bears' movements. They are trying to put as many weapons around Caleb Williams as they possibly can. And that's what DeAndre Swift is. He is a weapon.
Yeah. Oh,
running, receiving. I mean, I think he handled that workload last year. However, that Philadelphia Eagles offensive line will bump your stats.
Yeah, and
it will boost your stats for you.
Chicago's O-line actually graded decent, better than you would think at run blocking. So it really could be the DeAndre Swift show in Chicago. You never know.
Well, and another rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
going to be dump offs. Going to be
he's going to need.
DeAndre but he is, Swift. and Caleb Williams is a scrambler, and I think DeAndre Swift will be 5 yards down the field, scrambling right with them.
Safety net.
Yep, I think it will be a safety net.
Yeah.
My biggest gripe on DeAndre Swift last year, he, for yards after contact, he finished 40th out of 49 qualifying running backs.
Wow.
So
that's surprising.
Yeah. No, he wasn't breaking through nothing.
Because I can't remember who they were playing, the Eagles last year, but it was the game that he went nuts. He had like 200 yards rushing. It seemed like he was breaking all the tackles, but maybe not. Maybe he just wasn't touched because the Eagles O-line had him covered.
I think he was running down the hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, he ranked 40th out of 49 qualifying.
He was ditching class.
So for that ranking, it was just certain amount of touches, certain amount of opportunities, and out of 49 running backs last year, he finished 40th on it.
That's a lot.
It's pretty low.
Yeah,
it's pretty low. So, but if, like I said, if that offensive line is going to open those holes up, he'll finish the job.
Oh, no, that's
hopefully there's no divots on the Chicago Bears 2-yard line. If there is, then draft Caleb Williams.
Got a moat.
Run to your draft and draft Caleb Williams if there is potholes on the 2-yard line. He did finish RB17 last year. He did have some pretty good production, but he did fall off. He did taper off towards the end of the year.
The whole offense did. The
That's
Eagles
true. They did get pretty.
fell off last year.
It was weird. It was like, even watching it, it was like they were not on the same page with anything.
Yeah, everyone was on different pages.
Everyone was trying to do something different. It was weird.
Really strange.
I think he will be a solid RB2 this year. I'll be more than happy to take him in a few drafts. Consensus ranking going into this next year has him at RB21. So right there in that RB2 range with upside again.
Who you taking? You're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
RB2, Aaron Jones or DeAndre Swift?
Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
I'm taking Aaron Jones.
I agree.
I think
if he gets a full season in.
But if we're talking touches, I'm taking DeAndre Swift. Who's going to get more touches in the season?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll take DeAndre Swift.
Even with that crowded backfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
They paid him to be number one.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on the numbers, they paid him to be the running back one. I just think that
I think they're very close too. I'm not.
No. That's
crazy.
That's why it's a comp.
Yeah.
I think that Aaron Jones will do more with is a
hyper efficient,
better running back.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is a better running back. He's a better playmaker. I think DeAndre Swift is going to run into the back of a lot of people. Is my prediction. I'd have Aaron Jones, where he's going to spin and jump and twist.
Yeah, he's
more swifty with it.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's more swift than Swift.
He is, dude. I don't know. That's my opinion. But
no, I like it.
I do think DeAndre Swift ends up with more touches, though.
I agree.
Because I think the overall as a team, I think the Vikings are going to have more struggles than even the Bears do.
Maybe.
They do.
Hopefully it's a close battle at the bottom.
That's fair. So next one I did was kind of a combo. So I have Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. So I'm comboing them. They both came over from the Ravens to Harbaugh's brother, who's now the head coach of the Chargers. I don't know how I could do one without the other.
It's fair.
You got to just bundle them up, man. They are a bundle. So they got Gus Edwards first. And when they got Gus Edwards, they came out and the GM came out and said, he's our bell cow, he's our finisher, and our goal line back.
Smokescreen.
Cool. I get that. I mean, and essentially that's what he was because J.K. Dobbins has been hurt. So a lot of this comes down to this. I mean, my research turned into an injury report.
Yeah.
On this backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have both all season. They might have one. They might have neither. As just based off the injury history.
Yeah, we don't want to call people injury prone, but they're injured a lot.
And Gus hasn't been too bad. I just don't think I think he's a lunch pail guy. Shows up, gets the job done. I don't think he's not an Aaron Jones.
He's the guy you want on the goal line.
Yeah, and he kills it. However, with the Chargers and getting Harbaugh as the head coach, it's gonna be a run first offense, and I think there will be enough. I just think that they're going to cannibalize each other's production.
It's very possible. Yeah.
I think they're both going to be. I don't know. I value them the same in that backfield. I don't think there's a clear dominant.
I agree with that.
J.K. Dobbins has had huge flashes though.
Yeah.
Rookie season, he was averaging 5.9 yards per carry. Finished just under 1,000 yards his rookie season, but since then he's been hurt. In the last 3 years, he's played 9 games.
It's too bad because he looks so good when he's healthy.
I was super excited about him coming into last year.
Yeah.
I drafted him everywhere I could. It was a great value. And got hurt week 1. Didn't see the field the rest of the season. Yeah. I got lost in my notes. But J.K. Dobbins is saying he's 100% healthy, which, as we all are, we're all best. Everyone in the NFL,
best shape of your
best
life.
shape of my life. I've never been healthier, never been happier, never been more ready. But he did say he's going to put all those injury-prone rumors to bed. So,
fair enough.
I do think he's a talented running back. I think he is a very talented running back. He's just had a bad hand dealt to him. Yeah. That Achilles last year, ACL before. He's been going through it. And he is going. Yeah, J.K. just seems so young to me too.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was going into year 5 in the NFL.
It is. That's mind blowing.
Because you feel like you still have the rookie potential.
Yeah.
Like you're waiting for your rookie breakout. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're waiting
Yeah.
for that year 2
100%.
production where he's established and he's done the thing. So
Year 5 breakout.
yeah.
You heard it here first.
Year 5
Dustin
breakout.
Spearcole says year 5 breakout.
Dude, I'm not. Okay. I'm not anti J.K. Dobbins at all. So the reason being, so right now on the consensus rankings, Gus Edwards is the RB 37. J.K. Dobbins is ranked the RB 52 right now.
Oof. Cooked him.
Who has a higher upside?
Dobbins.
Dobbins.
Healthy Dobbins.
Healthy Dobbins.
Yeah. 100%.
So, I mean, you're talking so
more.
late in your draft.
Yeah.
So late. I mean, you could.
It's RB5.
RB5, last running back you take a flyer on him,
Yeah.
and worst case, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Best case, you have an RB2 with, honestly, RB1 potential.
Yeah. I don't know if he still has that RB1 potential, but I get what you're saying.
He's barely out the box.
That's true. I want to talk
He's
about.
still got new car smell on him. 9 games in the last 3 seasons.
It's true.
He's still got new car smell.
Oh man.
That's why I am in on J.K. Dobbins. I think I
like it.
mean, it's the same story as last year. He just
I hope
has
you're
less.
right.
He has less miles.
Yeah, way less miles.
He's
yeah.
a toe behind the RV used car. It's got a little wear and tear, but it ain't been driven much.
He's a stock 98 Jeep
He
Wrangler.
is. He is. He is. All right, let's wrap this up. So Gus Edwards, consensus ranked RB 37, and he finished last year RB 22 with all those touchdowns. Still only finished RB 22.
That's rough.
That's not very high production.
Not with 13 on the ground.
Right. Whereas J.K. Dobbins, when he's on the field, has production outside of the red zone.
You might have me sold.
I know, dude. Pretty good, right? Best ball. Check your best ball drafts. If he's down there, it's an easy grab. Easy grab.
We will be doing some best ball stuff here soon, so we'll check in on JK's ADP.
I didn't grab a J.K. Dobbins finish last year.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be mean. He played like 6 snaps.
No, that's how I felt when on our wide receivers. I think I got Mike Williams on my list, and
yeah,
it feels disrespectful.
But it was hard because I was super stoked on JK.
Yeah,
I started him week 1. I was like, I saw it. Like I saw it coming. And then
that was sad.
Yeah,
it was.
It was sad. All right. Next up, we got Austin Eckler. He is now a Washington Commander.
He's still going in the first round?
No. He is not. But he did sign a 2-year deal with the Commanders worth up to $11 million.
Nice.
However, so after last year, he was taken in the first round of the draft. I can't talk tonight.
That's okay.
It was a bad time to do a show when I can't talk. He did finish at RB 28 last year. There are only 32 teams.
It's only 32 starting running backs.
Only 32 starting running backs. He did finish 28.
That was shocking.
It is.
Absolutely shocking.
So this comes back to that conversation we had the other day. Was that age cliff? Was it system? Was he not 100% healthy?
In my mind, I think he was never 100% healthy.
I think so.
He was protecting himself because he knew he was going to be a free agent.
I don't think that it was just he was non-productive. I don't think he hit an age cliff and just face planted. I mean, he went from too high a production to irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but compared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For a first-round draft pick?
For sure. And nothing worked in that Chargers offense.
Mm-mm.
Besides Keenan Allen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but such a good team. For fantasy, you want every asset of that team, and they won like 4 games.
Yeah, I had some money on them getting to the playoffs, so
sure. As a fantasy player,
it made so much sense.
It was like one of the best teams.
Yeah,
one of the best teams. I want Chargers everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, they lost all their weapons at one point. I mean, quarterback, both wide receivers got hurt. I mean, they had nobody.
Well, and you know those ribs on Herbert.
Oh,
you know those ribs hurt him all year.
Yeah,
all year.
Yeah.
There's no way you got comfortable ever. How do you get comfortable in the pocket when you have
people flooding you?
D1 defensive linemen running at you.
Yeah.
There's no way you
It's
have a clear head that you can focus.
no.
So another, running back that's relocated with a rookie quarterback. Same kind of deal. It can be dump offs, can be pass block. Another rushing quarterback. It's weird. I didn't even put this correlation together.
Yeah.
It's all like rookie quarterbacks with the rushing upside, getting a new running back, high end running back too.
Yeah.
They're all trying to build around him, which is sweet.
And it's these guys who can catch the ball too. I mean, which is huge for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Being able to have that guy that you trust. I mean, I don't think Brian Robinson's going to steal many catches from Austin Eckler.
No, but they are going to split that backfield.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I really like Eckler in best ball format because you're not going to know when to start him unless Robinson goes down to injury.
No, you're not going to know when to start them. I think they're going to cannibalize each other. It's another one. They're going to cannibalize each other.
Yeah. I think it's going to make for a better team, though.
As a team, yes. But I play fantasy football.
NFL move, great. Fantasy,
I don't care who wins the game as long as I win. I think I do. So to wrap that up, I think this will be a kind of a frustrating backfield overall. That team loves Brian Robinson. I think he's a good, just true runner. Whereas Eckler is more of a gadget receiving option. But I do see Brian Robinson, like just on paper, I foresee Brian Robinson being the end zone guy and third down guy.
Yeah.
But it's Austin Eckler.
It is Austin Eckler.
If there's one guy that has a nose for the end zone, it is Austin Eckler.
And I'm sorry, I can't bet against Austin Eckler.
I will not.
If someone wants to, if there's going to be a guy who's in the locker room or weight room working to be better, it's Austin Eckler. Even at this age, I believe that he has that dog in him.
So they have for the expert consensus rankings.
Yeah,
they have Eckler at 32 for next year.
Okay.
So the last of the starting running backs.
Yeah.
Which is, I can see it. Gus Edwards is 37.
Oh.
So they're 5 spots apart.
I think Eckler outperforms that.
I think Eckler
talent.
outperforms that. I think as far as if you're looking for value.
Yeah. Oh, it's a steal in value.
Could win you a week if that team's got their act together and figures it out and are running. Yeah. I think that's a ton of value there.
Yeah.
Late in your draft. I mean.
No, I like that. I like that call.
And last year he did finish, even with that production he put up last year, he still finished RB25.
Wow.
But
that's actually kind of impressive because he didn't look like Austin Eckler.
Oh, yes. Overall, he finished 25. Points per game, he was 28. I was wait a minute. I just said a different thing. Points per game, 28. Overall, RB25.
Okay.
But, now, huge value. I don't bet against Austin Eckler. I mean, these guys are all tried and true. They're the same guys. You know, different opportunities, better opportunities for some. Kind of lateral moves for some. But now you know. So you don't go to your rookie draft or your redraft draft. I mean, like, I'm drafting Derrick Henry. I love Tennessee.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Big Chargers guy going for Austin Eckler in the first.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's going to do it out there. Hopefully it's in none of our... Actually let it be one of our leagues.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to my list of the running backs that have relocated. Stay tuned for Ryan's list. His side of the research for where his running backs that he got assigned.
There's a few goodies in there.
Few goodies. I had the heavy hitters, but stay tuned for yours are like the league winners.
I think so. I think there's some league winners in my list. So
please. You're the high value, lower end of the draft guys.
Yeah.
Value picks.
If you made it this far in the video, you're gonna find some gems in the next one.
Yeah, you're gonna get what other people didn't.
Yep, I like it.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Help us build this. Tell your friends, tell your league mates, tell whoever you want. You can quote us. We have a Facebook group. All the goodies. All the links are in the bio. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, like, and then comment, and then subscribe.
In that order.
Only. Or I don't accept it.
And hey, if you don't like our opinions, Share them to your league mates.
Tell your league mates.
Yeah.
Be like, dude, these guys killing it. And if they win, then you can come back.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, all right.
Right on, guys. Thank you. Peace.